Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. Today I'm returning to Black Sack. This is a deck that I've been working on quite a bit, and I really enjoy playing. So, coming back to Magic, I'm really looking forward to returning to the Black Sack. So, I'm not exactly sure where this deck was last time I played it, but I do know that I've definitely made one change, bringing the Sanitarium Skeleton into the deck, taking out Crawl. So the advantage of the skeleton is it's something that we're going to be able to sacrifice repeatedly. It has an activated ability that returns it from the graveyard to your hand for 3 mana. So for 4 mana, we can return it from the graveyard to our hand and then cast it, which is going to allow us to repeatedly sacrifice the same creature. And I'm hoping that having this option is going to give us something extra to do with our mana. So on turns where we draw land off the top, we're going to at least be able to put the skeleton back into play. This thing works as not only a great thing to sacrifice, but also a great blocker. So we're able to use it to stop a boarding party or Gurmag Angler or something of that kind of sort. So it can actually prevent quite a bit of damage from incoming. All right, let's hop into the queue. All right, we got a really good hand here. So we'll keep this. The only thing I'm missing is either a skeleton or a zombie. But yeah, we're definitely going to keep it. And I think I start with Carrion Feeder. Ooh, we're playing the mirror match. Okay, Serrated Scorpion is a card that we can play in this deck. It's very good against Burn. If we're expecting to fight against Burn, I would want to have Serrated Scorpion. But we're going to have a really good sideboard card and Sylvok Lifestaff. So I'm hoping that that should help us out quite a bit for games 2 and game 3 if we get that far. Alright, so we cannot block here, so they get a free attack. And we get another swamp. I think I can just play the Vault of Whispers here. I don't think there's any real difference. Just going to put it into the battlefield. And I think I want to play the Mortician Beetle Carrion Feeder this turn, and then next turn Perilous Myr. So that this way the Beetle can start attacking next turn. We don't generally see a lot of removal in these decks, but it is very user dependent. Maybe I should have played the Carrion Feeder first. It doesn't really matter at this point. So I could attack with the one Carrion Feeder, sacrifice the other one, have a 2/2. That's probably fine. Because they can't block anyways, so might as well attack with them. Okay, we're just going to hit for 1. Could have gotten an extra 1 point of damage in there. We are going to have to be careful, though, because these Serrated Scorpions are worth quite a bit of extra damage. Okay, I'm going to block 1. Hey, Ashana, morning. How's Pauper going so far? Well, we just started, so good time to join us. It's going all right so far. Alright, use this one to sacrifice this one. Mortician Beetle is going to whoop, pump up. Question is, do they have Tragic Slip? Like Village Rites, no big deal. Tragic Slip would be bad. Okay, so it looks like they sacrifice their creature to their Carrion Feeder, which is actually really good for our Mortician Beetle here. We're just going to say always yes and always yield. Not going to always yield to those, though. I might want to respond to these triggers at some point. All right, we'll take 1 damage from this Rated Scorpion here, going to 16. And I'm interested in playing this Perilous Myr. And then holding up Village Rites or playing the Ecstatic Awakener. Probably actually just want to play the Awakener and then attack. They don't have any blocks here. And if they at any time try to sacrifice Rated Scorpion and Carrion Feeder, then I could sacrifice the Perilous Myr. How much damage do we actually have here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Put them to 10. I think we just go in for 5. We can use these as sort of like chump blockers to gain a little bit of time and increase the power of our 2 main creatures. But yeah, having Mortician Beetle in the mirror match is so sweet. Alright, so they're actually going to snuff out the Perilous Myr using life. That's madness. Madness. What are you doing? Oh, the mirror, yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but we got this really nice card in the sideboard. Hopefully that'll work out for us. And if they're playing Snuff Out in the main, that's super bad for them. Alright, sacrifice Perilous Myr. And then I'm going to put the target of Perilous Myr as the Carrion Feeder. So this will put some damage onto the feeder. They just let it happen! Oh, wow. That's super good for us. I figured for sure they would sack this Rated Scorpion, save their Carrion Feeder, trigger the Scorpion. Oh, okay, so yeah, they're using Soul Reap here. We're going to fizzle the Soul Reap so we don't lose the 3 life, and we also are going to get another power and toughness onto our Mortician Beetle. And if they want to attack with Serrated Scorpion, that's fine by me. Would make more sense if they keep it back as a blocker for Mortician Beetle, obviously. Alright, so this is a little bit awkward. I'm kind of thinking about like Deadly Dispute on Vault of Whispers. We could also just Village Rites, Ecstatic Awakener, pump this, and then leave 1 mana up. I mean, like the fresh one. I could attack with both, and then if they block this one, I could use Village Rites on it. Which would hit them for half their life total in that case. Yep, okay. So we're just going to use the Village Rites here. Okay, we got some swamps. Play Ecstatic Awakener and hold up Deadly Dispute, sacrifice Vault of Whispers. So I think... Oh, this is interesting. Until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So kind of like Undying Evil, they're going to be able to attack in with it, and then post-combat use Village Rites, which will get them a 2/3 tapped, but if they do that, they're basically dead, because they'll just have a tapped creature, and then I can attack in for 7, 8. So they do need to draw land and another spell that they can put down. Okay, decent. I like to take a couple peeks here at what I was going to draw. It was going to be good stuff. All right, so we're going to want to bring in the 4 Lifestaff. I'm not too interested in the Fleshbag Marauder. I think we can leave a couple. Tragic Slip is not that great here. Take out an Ecstatic Awakener. I kind of would like to leave the Reavers, because they're decent blocks. 2 mana for 2 blocks. The Skeleton is seeming like kind of meh as well. Maybe I'll take one of those out. But yeah, like really it's all about the Lifestaff here. I guess like we could technically bring in some Crypt Rats. They might be a little bit better than Fleshbags. Because yeah, like with Fleshbag, they're just going to be sacrificing Scorpions and stuff. So this card I don't think is really going to do us very much good in this matchup. So the question is Crypt Rats better than Awakener and Skeleton or Tragic Slip? I think I would actually just rather keep the little creatures. Have more things to put a Lifestaff onto. Alright, so we're taking out the 3 Fleshbag Marauders and a Tragic Slip for the 4 Lifestaffs. Alright, no Lifestaff in the opening hand, but we do have Carrion Feeder, Mortician Beetle plus. So I think I'm going to keep this one. A little bit land heavy, but we'll go with it. Okay, they start with Serrated Scorpion. We get another Carrion Feeder. So with the second Carrion Feeder, I think I'm going to start with Feeder. And then next turn we'll play Beetle Feeder. Okay, guess Verdict, sure. I'm just wondering if I still want to play Feeder here, because I could just play like Beetle Awakener, and then if I'm asked to sacrifice another creature, my Beetle grows. The problem with that is if they have any other form of removal, and we know that they have like Soul Reap. Could just play Perilous Myr. I'm going to play Perilous Myr. Alright, looks like they're coming in for combat. So the question is, do we try and block this? If we block and try and kill the Scorpion, then they can, like, Village Rites or something. I think I'm just going to let this 1 damage through. And we'll see if we can find a better moment for this Myr. Like, maybe if we draw Lifestaff this turn. Okay, Soul Reap. They haven't actually played another spell yet, so that's fine. We'll throw the damage at the Scorpion. Okay, and they do not have Village Rites. I see, and they play a Bone Picker. So we don't actually have any removal. We didn't have any removal. We do now. So I can play Mortician Beetle. Oh, that's unfortunate. If I want to kill the Bone Picker this turn, then I don't get to play the Beetle. So I could play the Myr and Village Rites, or I could play the Myr and the Carrion Feeder. I think I'm going to Village Rites. We've already played a land this turn, so I'm going to pass. And I'll have Village Rites on the opponent's turn. Might have been better to just do it there, because, okay, this is fine. They're just going to throw another Bone Picker out. Alright, we got a whole bunch of lands. Kind of flooded. Play a Reaver. Carrion Feeder. Mortician Beetle. Okay. We got some big creatures now. These are both 3/3s, basically. But we still need to find a way to gain a little bit of life. Because Bone Picker is going to be coming in quick, and it looks like they're casting another one. So yeah, that's a lot of damage coming at us. And they're going to be able to pick off one of our creatures with their Bone Picker. Village Rites, but we don't have... don't have a Perilous Myr to kill any of those Bone Pickers. Let's see if they'll block anything. Maybe I should have sacrificed one of them to Village Rites to get those extra draws. See if I was going to hit like a Perilous Myr or something. We could have got some extra power and toughness on here. Alright, so no blocks. Yeah, I really should have drew some cards. See if I could have found like a Lifestaff or something. So we can do 4. Maximum damage we can do is 8. I think I'm just going to do the 4. And then we'll draw some cards. Okay. Well, we got Tragic Slip. Kill this. And just pass the turn. Cycling Barren Moor. You're playing tap lands. Unearth. Okay. Fortunately, they're just getting a serrated Scorpion with that Unearth. No big deal. Creature comes in. Nothing we can do about that. I mean, realistically, nothing we can do at this point at all. So let's just head back to our turn. Get another Carrion Feeder. Unfortunate. We're going to look at drawing an extra card here. I'm going to play this Carrion Feeder first. And we'll sack this. Unfortunate. A little bit flooded here. I say a little bit. Turn 6, we've got 7 lands. Yeah, that's really flooded. Serrated Scorpion blocks the demon. Just wondering if I want to sacrifice this Reaver for the extra damage, because that's an extra 2. It's only an extra 1 point. So we're getting, let's see here, 3, 4, 5 to 13, or down to 12. I think we need to go for maximum damage. What rarity is Vault Whisperer? Vault Whisperer. Oh, Vault of Whispers. Common. Everything you see today is common. Alright, I think our opponent's going to get us on this one. We were not able to find a Lifestaff. Instead, we just found lands. Alright, what are they starting with here? Soul Reap on Mortician Beetle. So we're going to sacrifice it. Might as well get that +1/+1 counter on the Carrion Feeder. Do you have another Soul Reap? No. Alright, so we got a couple of turns here before we are dead. Perilous Myr is a really good draw. Kill your Bone Picker. Attack for 8. Down to 5. I think I'm going to leave the Vault of Whispers in my hand. I don't think I get punished anyway for this. Opponent won't be playing Chittering Rats. They're too expensive. Yeah! No need for Lifestaff. That well-timed Perilous Myr off the top wins the game. Got a 1-land hand, but we have Shambler and Village Rites. We're also on the draw. I'm going to keep this. We're going to risk it. And it is a risk. But if we happen to draw land for either of our first 2 turns, we're in a really, really good shape with this hand. Okay, that's a miss. What does opponent do with their turn 2? Cycle Ash Barrens. Gets Mountain. So they're Jeskai. Oh, we miss again. Okay, we really need to hit with the Village Rites here. Oh, I should have attacked. Oh, man. Okay. I'm just kind of like a little bit tilted here because I'm not getting my land that I need. Let's get it now. Okay, that sucks. Well, 4 draws and we missed land. I'm going to discard the skeleton because we can get that back. Alright. Okay, evoked Muldrifter. They draw 2, so divination. We miss again. Yeah, it's my fault. I kept a 1-land hand. I figured, 4 draws for the land would be enough. But we are playing an extremely land-light deck, so it's not, outside of the realm of possibility that this was going to happen to us. Just, unfortunate, that's all. Yep, I mean, that's Magic sometimes, So we'll play long enough to get an idea of what the opponent is doing. I want to know what they have in their deck. So it looks like maybe a Jeskai Ephemerate list. Aha! Far too late, but we finally found it. Oh, they have a counterspell for Perilous Myr. Chaomancer, they can start getting their spells back. Get counterspell back. So yeah, this is definitely an Ephemerate list. Might be Jeskai Familiars. I don't know about that. What colors does the wall reduce? I think it's allied colors, right? So it would be blue and green in that case. Alright, so we have Perilous Myr, or we have Fleshbag. Could also return the skeleton to our hand. I think I like Fleshbag here. Be a little bit better if we had an extra mana for Bone Picker, though. They put the counterspell back to their hand. Yeah, they did. So whatever we cast, they're just going to counter. And here they're going to Ephemerate our Chaomancer. Yeah. Unfortunately, no creature died this turn, so Tragic Slip isn't going to be any help. If they were using the red version of our Chaomancer, that creature is a 2/1, we would have been able to slip it. Give it the slip. The Ardent Elementalist is the name of the card. Okay, here they can get the Ephemerate back. So they have Ephemerate and Counterspell in hand. I think we can honestly just concede here. We have a fairly good idea of what they're doing. They're a Jeskai control deck, really high value creatures. So I think we're going to want Snuff Out, probably bring in the Fleshbag, bring in the Crypt Rats. Mesmeric Fiend is kind of so-so in this matchup. Because they're playing red, they have lots of ways to remove our Fiend. I mean, Fiend is fine if we have a Carrion Feeder on the board, so we can just immediately sacrifice it, but I'm not too into it. Let's look at the cards we want to take out. Bringing in Snuff Out, we have Fleshbag, so I think we can probably take out Tragic Slip. I like the skeletons here, giving us something to do with our mana that can't be countered. I'm going to take out one of these Awakeners. The Perilous Myr seems pretty good here. Reaver's pretty good with Fleshbag, but not as good with Crypt Rats. And the Bone Pickers here are just so easy for the opponent to pick off. I'm not sure that I really want many Bone Pickers in this matchup. Alright, we're going to try this. Zero lands. We're going to easily mulligan this one. Okay, we find 3 lands, but we can put 1 back. And I'm going to put back... they have a Braid, so I'm going to put back Vault of Whispers. Okay. Basic Island into Preordained, so we're going to probably play the Reaver on our turn 2. Yep, that is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just play it now so that I can hit F6. Get that F6 value. If I wanted to be like perfectly correct, you know, I probably should have played it post-combat, but it didn't really matter. Opponent had 1 land out. There was no responses possible, so... Ooh, Metamon with a Show and Tell Redemption. We will get to that after the game. So the attack seems fairly obvious. Let's do that for starters. And then I think I want to play Shambler Skeleton. We could play the Awakener, but it's such a juicy target for their removal. And with that 1 mountain sitting there, I'm fairly certain they have something to throw at one of our creatures. So we're just going to give them no juicy targets. Yep. Gallop Blast goes at a Reaver. Seems fine. Okay, 3 mana up past the turn. Interesting. Ooh, I like that draw. Alright, let's attack for 4 and then play the Awakener. Okay, they're going to abrade the Ecstatic Awakener. Nothing we can do there. That happens. And we have nothing we can do, but it's possible we could play Snuff Out and we could have Village Rites in hand, which would be a thing that we could do. So we're just going to hold up mana, just in case. And let's hope that we draw a Swamp here so we can Fleshbag that Dignitary. Otherwise, I'm going to snuff it out. We do not find it, so I'm going to snuff it out. And we have no combat this turn. Okay, here's a Mole Drifter. Really hoping for that land on top. Ah! Deck, what are you doing to me? If you wanted a third land, you should have kept that land that was in your hand. Thanks, deck. Well, opponent is down to 9. We're getting work done. Chaomancer, sure. Get back Galv Blast would be my guess, so they can get rid of another one of my critters. Yes, indeed. Alright, how about now? Still no. Alright, I'm going to play this now. It might cause them to use the Galv Blast pre-combat. Yes, indeed. I get rid of my army. Okay. Now, I'm not even sure that I want to attack. We would only get in 1 damage, and we would lose 2 creatures. Doesn't seem like a good combat step. That's unfortunate. They have enough artifacts, so it's 4 damage. We could actually make the Carrion Feeder a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could make it a 5/5. But then it dies to any other spell and we've lost our entire board. We're already in a terrible position. So I'm going to make this Carrion Feeder into a 5/5. Hope it survives. And can do anything at any time. Oh, they have another Archaeomancer? Okay, that's game. Alright, it happens sometimes. You get mana screwed 2 games in a row, and that's part of Magic, my friends. Womp womp. Oh, so we got a decent hand. Oh, we're missing is a Carrion Feeder, so we're definitely going to keep it. We're going to start with Nested Shambler, and we'll go from there. Okay, Windscarred Crag is interesting. I think we play the Lazotep Reaver here. 2 lands. That's what we're looking for. Eventually, I would like to get to 3 lands at some point, but not even really necessary. Oh, Mixed Slash, you're going to watch Dune this weekend. Sweet. Hmm. So I think I attack in all, and then I can play Nested Shambler Bone Picker. And if they don't block, then I can just play Perilous Myr. But they'll certainly block. Okay. So, no death. Okay. In that case, do I want to play the Perilous Myr, or do I want to play just, like, Shambler Beetle here? I think I'm actually just going to go Shambler Beetle. We'll really kind of go wide here. Maybe they'll feel punished for not removing a creature, because now I'm just gone like way wider than they can handle, I hope. Okay, the Seeker of the Way is annoying. Get a land. Seeker is so annoying. I think I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the Beetle so I can get a Bone Picker down. Oh, okay. So that's how you want to block, huh? So I could Deadly Dispute one of the blocked creatures, get an extra point of damage in. Always yes, always yield, draw 2 cards. Okay. Go to damage, take a bunch. And then I'll play Bone Picker, and then next turn I can Perilous Myr Deadly Dispute. I want to be able to sacrifice this Myr to try and kill this Seeker next turn, although that is going to be kind of dependent on them tapping out. Okay, so they're going to abrade our Beetle, but that does mean they're tapped out, so we'll be able to kill their Seeker of the Way. Could just kill it with Bone Picker here, but yeah, I think I'll kill it with Myr next turn. And that way we get to keep the Bone Picker. Oh, Fleshbag. I mean, obviously they're just going to get rid of the Thraben Inspector, so whatever. Kill your critter, get a land. So we could kill a Thraben Inspector, or I could put down a Beetle. Actually, I could do both. I like both. Let's do both. Okay, attacking for 5. We are basically empty-handed, and they have a full grip of 7. Oh, the Battle Screech, annoying. Cheating with a rare card? Yeah, we are. We also have an uncommon. And this is uncommon too. Oh, Ecstatic Awakener, huh? Alright, so Fleshbag Marauder, sacrifice a Nested Shambler, and then play Awakener. Okay, swing in for 7. Seeker of the Way is a real good one for them. Still, we've got a really solid board here. Oh, and another Fleshbag? Oh, that's pretty good. So I think we just start with Fleshbag. Sacrifice Shambler. And then we can attack with a 5/5 Beetle. Alternatively, we could attack and then sacrifice whatever is blocked with Seeker of the Way. Draw a card, turn this into a 4/4. tricky. I think I like the guaranteed kill one of their creatures. Okay, they're going to lightning bolt my beetle in response. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Okay. So I could attack for 3 in the air. If I attack with Fleshbag Marauder and they have another spell, they probably don't have another spell. What could they have for a single white mana? Basically nothing. So yeah, I'm fine with trading Fleshbag for Seeker here, if they want to do that. So let's see here. If they block Squirrel, they go to 10 and take 7. So yeah, I don't think it's worth attacking with those. We'll just offer the trade with the Fleshbag Marauder if they want it. Palace Sentinels plus Seeker of the Way. The Mix Slash is crazy. They dropped a rare to a common. It does not happen very often. One of the other ones that I know about is an elf. The 2-mana elf that grows every time an elf hits the battlefield. Alright, so they have Mountain untapped, so they could have Lightning Bolt, which would be really unfortunate for the Awakener. We just draw land. Lame. Alright, I'm going to play the land because it gets me the extra mana to do stuff with this, and we're going to attack all and see what happens. Which rare to common are we talking about? Mortician Beetle would be the one in this deck. And then the one for the Elves deck, can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry, friends. Okay, we get a Deadly Dispute. Smack, we get Become the Monarch. And we're just going to pass the turn. Looks pretty good from here. Squadron Hawk, sure. They're going to have a whole squadron of Hawks. We should probably Deadly Dispute one of our Vault of Whispers. End of turn. Guardian of the Guild Pact is a scary one. That can block our Awoken Demon all day. And 2 Squadron Hawks can block and kill a Bone Picker. Oh, but they have Battle Screech here, but they tap down. Oh, that might be a mistake. Because now they only have 2 blockers. Unfortunate. We did not find a punish. Oh, handsome. Damn you, Carl! So they have to block poorly with the birds. We're gonna get 1 damage in. And then we'll just play out our hand? Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, just flood the board with more Bone Pickers. We even get an Ecstatic Awakener. That is ready to flip. And we get to draw a card for the Monarch. Swamp, whatever. Still looking good. 9 damage in the air. They got a lot of Squadron Hawks to block. And this is where I play Echoing Decay, not in the deck. Sure. You have taken the Monarch. I think I would like to flip my Awakener here. I'm just going to sacrifice a squirrel. I get to draw a card regardless. Nice. Hey, all right. I'd like to draw my next card, please. Just a swamp. All right. So this is going to become more difficult. I think we bring in Crypt Rats, Fleshbag, and Snuff Out. I think the Bone Pickers actually aren't very good in this matchup. They seemed pretty good in that last game, but between like Squadron Hawk and the bird tokens, like it's pretty easy for them to pick off a Bone Picker. And then also, you know, like Crypt Rats. So we're bringing in Crypt Rats, Fleshbag, and Snuff Out. I think I still want to keep some Tragic Slip because killing the Seeker of the Way is so important. And at this point, I'm just trimming things that I think aren't as important. But this last trim is pretty difficult. Probably Skeleton. I love the range of different creatures that we have in the deck right now. Got rats, got zombies, got robots, got skeletons, got beetles, and then we even got a human wizard demon. Oh, 4 lands. That's a lot of lands. I think I'm going to keep it, but we're at a heavy risk of flooding out here. Oh, the Deadly Dispute was a really nice draw. Could be 5 lands. Yeah, imagine mulliganing into 5 land hand. Alright, Seeker of the Way, a little bit early. We could Village Rites Tragic Slip. I think I'm just gonna... I just want a Perilous Myr here, but if they have Lightning Bolt, that's really, really bad. I could attack with Skeleton, and if they block, I can just Tragic Slip. No blocks, yeah, makes sense. I think I'm just going to play the Mirror. Journey to Nowhere. That's a pretty good one. You taking the Mirror here? Yep. Oh, Beetle. Nice draw. Alright, so we're going to Beetle, Village Rites, Tragic Slip after attacks. And I'm going to want to use Village Rites here because Deadly Dispute can sacrifice one of our lands. Always yes, always yield. Kill this. Super important to be able to kill those Seekers of the Way as they pop up. Don't want the opponent gaining a bunch of life. Oh yeah, handsome, we've been there. Keep a 5-lander, just draw lands, lands, lands. Play enough magic and you're going to get those really bad sequences. Okay, yep. Another journey. They take our beetle. Oh, brutal. Started with a 4-land hand, drew 2 lands. I'm going to play Ecstatic Awakener, and then I'll return Sanitarium Skeleton to my hand. Could just return the skeleton and play it. No, I think I want to play the Awakener, and then, like, if they have an answer to the Awakener, I'll Deadly Dispute it. Otherwise, I'll return the skeleton to my hand. Another Seeker of the Way. Damn you! Alright, return skeleton. And we get a Reaver. Alright, play skeleton. Oh man, if that last card is Lightning Bolt... Nice, it was not. Well, unfortunately, we drew a land again, so flooding out hard. Oh, and they Battle Screech? That sucks. Yeah, we could have done that neat. We definitely could have done that. I was hoping that I was going to draw something that I could play with my 1 mana. I think we just leave the demon back to block the Seeker. These birds are going to kill us in no time, though. Another Journey to Nowhere? Rough. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're losing this one. I guess we could get Crypt Rats off top, and we would still be fine. Alright, yeah, we could get Crypt Rats. I'm going to block sack here. So let's see here. We'll block... I guess the token is fine. We'll lose that. Yeah, token is best thing to lose, because we get another Reaver, we'll get another token this way. Alright. Crypt Rats. Yes! Okay, we're back in it. We're going to lose our Beetle to do it, but we can clear their board. This is fine. Oh, when we get Snuff Out? Okay, so that'll be good for the next one. Actually, hold on. We attack first. Is Crypt Rats a good hit? Maybe. It just might be a good one. Might be the best hit in the deck. I think we just go for 2 here. It is unfortunate that we lose the Beetle, but it's worth it. Getting rid of the Seeker, getting rid of all of their tokens. So important there. And we can get the skeleton back from our graveyard. We can Deadly Dispute a land into that. It's Deadly Dispute, draw a card. Ah, lame. Lame. Could I? Oh well, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Could have sacrificed, I think, a treasure to that Deadly Dispute instead of a land there. Get the skeleton back. And we have enough land to mana to cast the Snuff Out, so I don't need to go down to 5 to use it. And with the opponent having cards like Lightning Bolt and Galv Blast, going below 8 is a risk. Hey, non-land. But a card I don't want to cast. So I think I am going to play the Swamp here. Doesn't really give me too much value to play the Swamp, right? I'm just going to leave it in hand as an unknown. Oh, Lorehold Campus. 5 mana Scry. And they put his card to the bottom. Think he cast it anyways, so he had the clock up? That's fair. Because, yeah, I could have sacrificed Skeleton and put Skeleton down again. So, yeah, we wouldn't have even lost any power on board. So many Hawks. Sure, this is fine. Crypt Rats. Yes. So they should have a Squadron Hawk in hand. Just wondering about how I want to sequence this. Because we don't need to put the Crypt Rats down this turn. We can wait on them for 1 turn. The problem is that they have access to, what's name? Prismatic Strands, which can nullify Crypt Rats in a sense. Not if we have enough mana, but, you know, it can definitely do it. I think no blocks is their play. Oh. Okay. I think that's a fair play, honestly. So I could Fleshbag here. I think I'm just going to put out Crypt Rats and pass. Oh, well, thanks a lot for dropping by and saying hi, Snake Eyes. Marauder lets them put more onto the board. That's fair as well. So they could play into the Crypt Rats that way. Yeah, if they Strands, we can just activate the Rats again. We just need to have the mana in order to do that. If we let these Hawks hit, then we're dead to Lightning Bolt Galv Blast. So I'm just going to Crypt Rats for 1 here. I'm doing okay. Another Crypt Rats. All right, so attack for 1. Okay, they're going to scry again with the Lorehold Campus. Card to the bottom. Battle Screech. That's a bit of a pain, because now if we activate Crypt Rats, we're dead to Bolt Galv Blast. Swamp. Too many lands. No blocks. It is what it is. Squadron Hawk, so guessing they don't have the scary stuff. Because we would be dead if they did. Oh, cancel. Attack with the skeleton first. The new Raised Dead effect is missing, correct? Is it not good enough? I wouldn't quite go that far. I wanted to test Skeleton in that place because it's a creature and it sort of fulfills the same role. Hey, Chuck! You got the hats off. Okay, I got something for that. Give me a moment. Alright. Be right back. Alright, what do we got? Opponent's scrying. Cool, you got it. Alright, don't have enough mana to cast Snuff Out, but they don't cast any creatures. Interesting. We can pump up that Carrion Feeder by a little bit, huh? Just keep on casting the skeleton over and over. I'm going to put out the Myr pre-combat. Attack. Okay, so here comes Prismatic Strands, prevent all black damage. Just like a Gravecrawler, almost exactly the same. Chuck, good morning. Glad you're here. How you doing? Oh, so they're pausing here, so they might have Fiery Cannonade. Okay. So we're going to want to put another counter onto the Carrion Feeder, obviously. Sacrifice Perilous Myr. Going to have to sacrifice them both, honestly. I mean, it depends on what else they have in hand. They could throw another thing at the Carrion Feeder, making it dead. But I like how it happened after combat. Yeah, not really. Although being able to take the Fleshbag out of combat would have been... Oh, well, you don't even need to take it out of combat because they were using the Prismatic Strands. Okay, bring this back to my hand. and cast it with a treasure. Okay, so yeah, they do have the Lightning Bolt to finish off the Carrion Feeder. No real surprise there. Play my 1/1. Go ahead, opponent. Yeah, exactly. The bolt is not going to my face, which is huge. Super important there. I've been worried the entire, last several turns about Bolt Galv Blast killing me, and we got rid of one of them without it going at our face, so that's great. The time issue, though, we got 5 minutes, so we're in the red here. I'm going to have to focus in, try and finish this game on time. Oh, geez, and this is only game 2. So if we lose this one, I've got, no time to finish the third. Okay. Obviously, I've been spending too much time on my turns here. O-Ring, getting rid of the skeleton forever. Get Deadly Dispute a little bit late. Do I want a Deadly Dispute before combat? I think so. Sacrifice a treasure. We get Ecstatic Awakener. Attack for 1. Then flip the Awakener. Get Tragic Slip. Okay, so we got nothing else we want to cast. Pass turn. I have Tragic Slip and Snuff Out, so I do not want to F6. Lorehold Campus with Boros Garrison on the stack. They really don't have too much to do here. They want 1 card to the bottom. We draw another land. And they scry on upkeep. 1 card to the bottom. Crag, gain a life up to 3. Our turn again. Another Snuff Out. Nice, nice. Attack for lethal. They abrade the demon and then bolt it. Great. Stuff not going at my face. Go to 2. Pass turn. Yeah, Awakener's been pretty sweet. Being able to have this creature that we can put down at 1 mana and then draw a card off of it later is pretty nice. Okay, got 2 birds. That does let them screech, so we'll kill the birds. Not screech, sorry, prismatic strands. So I want to kill both of these. Another land. Put them to 1. One card bottom. Radiant Fountain, gain life. Get out of here. Damn it! Deck! I need creatures. I don't want to play the Fleshbag Marauder when I get no sacrifice value out of it. Four lands left. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. Yep. Shambler, nice. Try and put him to 1 here. Okay, it works. Put them to 1. Play Shambler, go. Yeah, scry again. Card on top. They found a card they like. Radiant Fountain was that card, was it? Gray Merchant would be pretty good here. 3 minutes left. Deadly Dispute. Good draw. Good draw. All right, attacking for 2. Oh, we should have Deadly Dispute pre-combat, I think. No, Gary is not in the deck. I'm going to Deadly Dispute my treasure token. Get another Snuff Out. And another land. Alright, so they scry to the top. Scary. Thraben Inspector, yep. Cracker Clue, sure. On your end step, I snuff out your Thraben Inspector. Get a skeleton, good draw. Alright, what do you got? Electrickery! Damn, good one. Play skeleton. I know, this game's ridiculous. And they get so many scries. Card on top. Their scries have been incredible. Just like every turn, scry 2. Faithless Looting, not bad. Yeah, I know, but like, I'm at 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on my clock. So, they can absolutely find their way through here. Seeker of the Way. Damn it! Another white creature, so they're going to be able to... they can only prevent one type of damage. Black or green. They can't prevent both. Faithless Looting, sure. Alright, so first off, Snuff Out. Kill Seeker of the Way. Okay. Another Fleshbag, sure. Play Fleshbag. Sacrifice Fleshbag. Sure. So you're preventing green damage, sure. Have the lightning bolt for the skeleton. Green damage was prevented, whatever, I'll swing. They did not scry. They should have scryed on upkeep, they forgot. I have nothing to do. I guess I could return skeleton to hand, I'm not going to F6. I don't think they're trying to time me out. I think that they're willing to time me out, but they're not, Okay, hold on. I'll finish this thought in a second. Good games, Cole. Good games. All right, we're on the play with a single land hand. I don't think I can keep this. Brutal. We got a mulligan. Okay, that sucks. Oops, cancel that. I want to get rid of the swamp. This sucks. We just have nothing. We're going to lose this game. Oh, at least that's a card we can cast. I think I'm going to start... Yeah, I'm still going to play a swamp here. Play the Ecstatic Awakener. And then we have Village Rites available if we want to sacrifice it. Carrion Feeder, sure. Attack for 1 to start. They want to kill it. We have Village Rites. Okay, they do want to kill it, so Village Rites. Draw 2, not bad. Okay, so definitely want to play the Bone Picker. Question is, do I want to play the Skeleton or the Carrion Feeder? I think we'll play 2 cards that we want to survive here. Because yeah, if we play the Sanitarium Skeleton, it's easy for them to just kill the Bone Picker if they have another removal spell. But this way, if they only have 1 removal spell, then we get to eat the Bone Picker with Carrion Feeder and keep some power on the board. And if they have 2 removal spells, then, you know, we're SOL anyway. Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star, I like that. Looks like we're going to be crashing in for some damage. Okay, gonna get 4 damage in. Another Vault of Whispers. Play the Skeleton, attack for 4. Could attack for 5 here. I just don't think it's worth it. Let's keep the Skeleton in play so that I can sacrifice it later and use this Tragic Slip. There's a Tog. Tragic Slip your A-Tog. -13, -13. And hope you don't have a Gallop Blast. Looks like they have a Gallop Blast. So what are you killing? Alright, well thanks a lot for coming by, Metamon. Catch you next time. So they're killing the Carrion Feeder? Sure. That happens. Fleshbag. Oh. Not exactly what we were looking for here, so we're just going to attack in with Bone Picker and then put Skeleton into play. They can sack 5 artifacts. Wouldn't that make their creature an 11/12 and still die? Yeah, it's -13, -13. My lucky number, by the way. Ooh. That is a good one versus us. That is a really good card. I mean, they're going to have to make quite a few sacrifices in order to, you know, kill our stuff, but Makeshift Munitions is brutal. They can sacrifice a treasure token in their Darksteel Citadel, get rid of my Bone Picker. No, just take the damage. No. Yeah, it's going to put him back a little bit. They lose a land for this, but they only take 1 damage. I get to play second Bone Picker, though. And if you want to kill this Bone Picker, now you got to start looking at sacrificing good cards. Your real lands. Instead of just treasures. And then also, you know, they went down by 2 on their Affinity score, so that's also a big deal. But they also have 5 cards in hand to my 1. Oh, make it 6. They were sticking on the upkeep there. Another Darksteel Citadel, and a Mirror Enforcer. Oh, another Skeleton. Okay. So with the extra skeleton draw, I think I'm going to play Skeleton Marauder this turn. And then just sacrifice this skeleton that I just played. And they'll probably kill the Bone Picker, but again, that's 2 lands that they have to give up in order to do that. Killing Fleshbag is pretty easy for them, but I'm still going to leave that one sticking around because I can bring the skeleton back to my hand. They can sack the Enforcer right now. Good point. Oh, they Deadly Dispute it? So yeah, Fleshbag isn't really doing much of anything. I think I still leave the Fleshbag because, again, like the skeleton comes back from the graveyard, so make them spend the 1 artifact to kill the Fleshbag Marauder. Oh, looks like they are going to sacrifice 2 lands. This is fine. Keep on sacrificing those lands. They probably have a hand full of them. Oh, Disciple of Volt, that's a pretty good one. Okay, yeah, whatever. Second makeshift munitions makes no difference. Village Rites, ah, that's a nice draw. So when they try and kill Fleshbag, we can Village Rites. I mean, I think I take this trade. Another Myr Enforcer. Another Disciple. All right. Deadly Dispute. Gonna lose a life for this. Gonna need to find a removal spell for that Myr Enforcer. Don't exactly have a lot of removal spells left in the deck. Got 2 Fleshbag Marauders and 2 Tragic Slips left. No attacks. Love to see it. Another Reaver. Okay. So using Village Rites on the token here seems fairly sweet. I think we just attack with everything. Losing creatures here isn't a big deal. They only have 1 good block. And we can just Village Rites whatever they block with the Myr Enforcer. Not bad, not bad. Play Carrion Feeder. Play... Yeah, we're going to play the Nested Shambler here. It means we don't have access to Deadly Dispute anymore, but I should have played the Shambler first. Oh well, how many cards do you want to sacrifice to Carrion Feeder here? Okay, it's fine. Gonna Gallop Blast me. Wow, that's aggressive. Deadly Dispute. I mean, depending on their hand, they can burn me out fairly quickly. Each mana and land is worth 2 because of the Disciple of the Vault and the makeshift munitions. So that's 3. Actually, that's 8. Wow, yeah. We're kind of close to dead here. Another Tog. Get out. Well, they're basically tapped out at this time. Is this another Tog? Oh no, they're moving in. Oh, this is a fling. They're moving in for the kill. I have no way to gain life. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're dead. All right. F6. Any thought on running your own Disciple for the Affinity matchup? I've never thought of that. I gave it no consideration. Fleshbag and Snuff Out. The Perilous Myrs aren't great. The Reavers are pretty so-so. The Myrs are okay. Like, they get rid of the what's name? The Disciples of the Vault. I like the Bone Pickers. Getting it in the air is pretty good. The Awakeners are so-so. Oh, one land hand. Oh, that's right. That was a mulligan to 5 with an absolutely terrible hand. And we still did fairly well. Again, you know, absolutely terrible hand here. Could go like Skeleton into Village Rites, get 3 draws for the second land. We have the Snuff Out. Alright, land off the top, like we always had it. Oh, so good at Magic. Alright, I'm just going to play the Perilous Myr so I can F6. Ichor Wellspring, sure. Okay. I think I'm just going to attack for 2, play Carrion Feeder Skeleton. Get our creatures on the board, try and do some damage. Thanks, Donut. Gonna be invited to the Smart and Thin Invitational. Love it. Prophetic Prism, sure. So they're still ramping up, but they've got a lot of artifacts on the board here. Okay, Galv Blast, the Carrion Feeder, so we just cannot make it live. They have too many artifacts, and the maximum this can get up is to 4/4, so we're just going to let it die. Unfortunate that we don't have the mana for Village Rites there. Another Village Rites, okay. So we start with an attack, and then I think I use the Village Rites on a skeleton so that we can draw some cards and hopefully get another play. Alright, no extra play. I guess we just have to pass the turn here. I mean, I've heard a lot about Magic players being smart and thin. I haven't heard that particular turn of phrase, smart and thin-vitational. There's a Drossforge Bridge. There's a Duress. I guess we just let that happen. It just so happens that our hand is full of instants. We don't generally have a lot of instants. Like, our deck is far and away creature heavy. So, like, I'm not even sure about bringing Duress in this matchup. I'm not sure that that's good, but they got a lot of choices this time. Think, what do you take out? You take Snuff Out here? My guess is the Snuff Out. Oh, no, they take Village Rites. You got it, Malevolent Dice. And it's our turn again. Mortician Beetle. Oh, that's not helping out too much. Let's attack in for 2. Play the Beetle, hold up Slip. Galv Blast, yep. Galv Blast, my one good card. Makeshift Munitions again. It's going to make things difficult. Especially when they're sacrificing Ichor Wellspring. Oh, nice of them to let me untap here so I can cast the Deadly Dispute. Something is bugging me about that beetle. What's that? What's bugging you about the beetle? Or is that what the opponent was saying when they Galv Blasted it? Okay, Makeshift Munitions on Perilous Myr. So we'll Deadly Dispute. Get some draws. Put them to 10. No land, huh? We do get the Bone Picker, though. Well, they got plenty of lands. Oh, and an Ichor Wellspring, so it's going to be easy for them to make some sacrifices to kill our Bone Picker. Okay, Myr Enforcer. Another Myr Enforcer. You got a third? Third Myr Enforcer? No, just an ATOG. Oh, Deadly Dispute. Sacrificing Wellspring, sure. Putting them back up to 6 cards in hand. Seems good, seems good. Alright, so, yep, they're going to kill the Bone Picker here. Nothing we can do about it. Land. Damn. All right, so we're going to snuff out Tragic Slip. They're really good at drawing cards. I gotta try this deck again at some point. Every time I pick up Affinity, it has not exactly gone well. But it's a very, very strong deck. And I love seeing makeshift munitions. Kark Clan. That card's a jerk. Ugh. Yeah, we're losing this one, friends. Clearing our board here. Nothing we can do about it. No, we're fine. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Like, opponent has seen 10 more cards than we have. They've got way more lands than us. You know, it's just math. This is their last 4/4s, not much after that. Oh, that's good to hear. They do still have the Togs, 4 Togs. Those are all scary. And, I mean, like, we're basically dead to just makeshift munitions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put us to 1. Yeah, we're dead. So I could play Perilous Myr and then Tragics flip one of the Enforcers, but they can just like kill the Myr with munitions. I Tragic slip a creature, they attack in for 4 and then finish us off. I could play the Fleshbag Marauder, but then they just attack in for 4 and finish us off. So yeah, we're dead. I'm going to blame our draw for that one. Game 1, we had a Multi-5 terrible hand. And then this game here kept a 1-lander. You're not actually going to let me block one, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. Because once this 4 damage comes in, we're dead regardless. And we're dead. Might as well hit myself with this, honestly. I am here! Kill me! There you go. Oh, and they go for the fling as the final piece to finish us. All right, we're playing against Sacrificed, talented player that usually plays Orzhov decks, which is a bad matchup. But we got 2 lands, and we got Village Rites and so on, so we're going to keep this and see how it goes. Okay, Swamp, no surprise. And a Duress. Yep, that's going to work. They get a hit. Probably take Village Rites here. His name is our deck. Yep, basically. "30 years or a Balrog fight to become Cooper the White." I've been working on it. You can't really see from here, but oh, you see? I got a little bit of white on my beard there, you see? Alright, we're going to play Mortician Beetle, Carrion Feeder. No particular order, because they're tapped out. You shall not pass. They're going to take our Deadly Dispute. All we've got left is Fleshbag. Kind of hoping for a Reaver here. I think Reaver would be the best draw in the deck at this point. And we just get a Vault of Whispers instead. I really don't want to play Fleshbag right now. Just seems poor. So we can attack for 3 or we can attack for 4 if I sacrifice a creature. Don't really feel like sacrificing a creature versus the opponent's deck is what we want to be doing. And I'd like to keep the Fleshbag in hand in case they get to a True Name Nemesis. What's the name of that card? Guardian of the Guild Pact, which can come down next turn. Oh, another Beetle, nice. Play that pre-combat. So if we have to sacrifice anything during combat, this Beetle will get the benefit of it. But again, I think we're just going to come in for 3 here. I don't want to sacrifice creatures against the opponent's deck if I don't have to. They have access to so many removal spells. Prismatic Strands. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Oh, Samu Barf. Totally missed your follow. Thanks for that, friend. Ooh, Pestilence is bad news for us. They're going to be able to do so much with that. I think we have to use the Fleshbag now and just make these Mortician Beetles huge. Because they can be 1, 2, 3. They can be 4/4s. That's not enough. Make them 4/4s, that's 8. Put them to 8, and then they do 4, kill everything. This is brutal. This Pestilence was just so good for them. And I don't think I can even play the Fleshbag, honestly. Because if they turn around and play a Guardian of the Guild Pact, I'm in so much trouble. Sure. Alright, so at this point I have to choose if I want to keep the Carrion Feeder or the Beetle. I think I keep the Beetle. I'm going to keep the Feeder. I think the Feeder's better in the long term. The way things are playing out, like, Beetle's better with the Marauder. So let's see here. They're at 9. They're going to be going to 7. And this is 4. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Beetle. They have Swamp in hand, so be it. Oh, it's a Plains. Of course, Skyfisher, we can kill that. Put them to 3. Actually, put them to 2. Okay, we're still in it. We're still in it. Another Beetle, a good draw. We'll sacrifice the Fleshbag, I think. Keep the 2 Beetles. Yeah, keep the 2 Beetles. Alright, so black damage is prevented. No point in attacking. Alright, they named black, right? Choose black, yep. Okay. Pass turn. So they cast down. Hey, blind! Resub! Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the support, blind. Yep. Sacrifice our Beetle, so GG. Alan Bajuka Bog to clear out a graveyard. Yep. Oh, you know, just getting back into the whole magic thing. Pretty happy about that. How have you been doing lately? Remember when I was saying Lazotep Reaver was the best draw in our deck? That was a few turns ago. Not as good here. So they can just like play Pestilence and kind of wait on it. I guess they're going to have to activate it here, actually, and then we can Deadly Dispute. I experienced a strange illness called getting old. Yeah, that's been going around quite a bit. I don't recommend it. Just a scarf away from fighting aliens? There you go. It's the worst. Yeah, it is. So you're saying I need a scarf. If I play Awakener here, it's a pretty easy kill for them. So awkward playing into Pestilence. But if I wait on the Awakener, then I can flip it next turn. Stood up too quick and my neck hurts 3rd day. Oh, that's brutal. I remember I slept on my arm wrong a while back, and yeah, my arm just hurt for a week, and I was barely able to move my arm past like that far. Oh, I guess you can't really see. Oh well. Webcams are only good for so much, I guess. Another Swamp. I think... Do we go in for combat first, or do they play the Awakener first? Going for combat. I don't think they're going to kill the Reaver. They'd have to deal themselves 2, which is more than they're taking. Yeah, there we go. Now I'll play the Awakener. And pass the turn. I mean, I guess they could, like, activate Pestilence for 2. Go to 4. And then just leave my 1 of Awakener up. Yeah. Okay. So the question is, do I try and play second Awakener here? Because it seems like pretty easy just Pestilence for 1 if I do. And then I have nothing. I mean, besides this. Whereas this way, if they activate the Pestilence, then they lose it, and I still have my Awakener in hand. Oh. Looks like they got a creature to play. Deadly Dispute. Yeah, we can go for that. Deadly Dispute the Treasure. I got a lot of lands. I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Vault, and then that way I can play Awakener, play another creature, and flip the Awakener. Get a Tragic Slip. Not great. I guess I can play the Awakener, and if they do 1 damage with Pestilence, I can kill the Thraben Inspector. Not great, but we can at least get rid of Pestilence that way. Although if they're smart, they'll just wait to do it on end step. Yeah, they're smart. Oh, they don't do it at all. We get to keep the Awakener for a turn. Okay, 1 damage. Yeah, that happens. Oh, they have a Missionary. Alright, good game. I'm going to take the one here, kill the Missionary, I think. I don't know. Just so awkward. Well, Shambler's okay. Skeleton would be nice, being able to bring it back again and again, forcing them to activate Pestilence for 2 every time we do. I think I just take this if they attack. They don't attack, we draw land. Lame. I'm going to hold that in hand. Maybe they have a Duress or something. Pestilence for 1. We get a Squettle. This is another Lone Missionary. No, of course, Skyfisher, so they can return the Crossroads, replay it. Gain another 2 life. Go up to 7. Attack in for 1. Fairly free. We go to 9. Once the life balance tips in the opponent's favor, then we're pretty out of it. Because then they'll just be able to Pestilence for the rest. Kind of interested in Crypt Rats in this matchup. Being able to potentially fireball the opponent seems like it could be good. Oh, the Scoured Barrens gain a life. 3, 4, 5. Not quite dead yet. Get another Perilous Myr. Okay, they're going to Pestilence for 1. Kill all my stuff. I'm going to kill their Skyfisher, I think. And then I'll put out this other Perilous Myr. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're just dead anyway. I think they can kill us with the Perilous Myr trigger on the stack. Because they have more life than us. And then obviously if they have like a Lone Missionary, we're toast. Alright, so it looks like they're choosing to play around whatever we have in hand. Oh, maybe not. Okay, because we're on the end step now. I'm just going to hit them, and yeah, they can just choose to use the Pestilence until we're dead at this point. Because they have one more life than us. GG. Good one. Alright, so how am I going to deal with this? I think I probably want the Fleshbag and the Crypt Rats. Actually, I probably want the Mesmeric Fiend in this matchup, or do I want the Lifestaff? I don't think we want the Lifestaff. I don't think... Like, once their engine gets going, we're not looking to gain life. We're looking to finish them off. Oh, what was the problem with Moto? I don't know exactly what the problem was. I just know, like, what was happening. So, when I tried to log into Moto, it would just, like, load for, you know, like 10 minutes, and then boot me off. So I just wasn't able to log into Moto at all. And then eventually got to the point where, okay, I could log into Moto, but the lag was so bad that, you know, I'd make a play, and, you know, 10, 20 seconds later, maybe more, that's when the play would happen in the program. So, yeah, the program was unplayable for a while. Yesterday had no premiere events up. I'm wondering if more people were having that issue. I didn't really see anything about it like on Twitter, but I've seen that a lot of people had that problem in the past. So it's something that comes up on Moto once in a while. Gotta take 5 more cards out. Are the Awakeners even any good in this matchup? Kind of feel like we're going to spend a bunch of mana and just have them cast down. I like the skeletons. Probably take out 1 Deadly Dispute. And then 1 more card needs to go. Do I want all 4 Fleshbags? Probably. I'm going to take out the Reaver. Reaver's not very good against Pestilence. So then do I want to bring the Ecstatic Awakeners back for the other Reavers? I don't know. Reavers are pretty good with Fleshbags. We're going to go submit with this. 3 lands, a little bit much, but we'll keep. Alright, play Mortician Beetle, pass. I played a rare on my turn 1. Oh, Mesmeric Fiend? That would be really good if we had a Carrion Feeder turn 1. I still think that Mesmeric Fiend is just the best thing we can do with our mana. Yeah, I'm going to play the Vault of Whispers so it doesn't get hit by something. Okay, they got a pair of Core Skyfishers, Chainer's Edict, and Guardian of the Guild Pact. They got a really good hand. Okay, no, it's a Core Skyfisher and a Lone Missionary. So we have the Fleshbag for the Guardian. I think I just get rid of the Lone Missionary so they can't gain life with it. The Core Skyfisher sets them back right now. How many qualifier points do I have? Not too much, like 30-something. Could take the Chainer's Edict, so then they can't get the Fiend. Whatever. Probably should have taken the Edict there. Because then, like, the Edict here, and what do I sacrifice? The Beetle? Not likely. I don't mind the Skeleton. Yeah, there's the Missionary, no surprise. Play a Swamp. Oh, no, play Crossroads. So that's a new card they drew. Let's see here. Get rid of the Swamp there. Get rid of the Edict. Alright, so if I Deadly Dispute the Skeleton, this becomes a 3-3 and this is a 2-2. So that's not great. If I Fleshbag the Missionary, then they get to play Guardian of the Guild Pack next turn. So I kind of have to kill the Missionary. So let's just attack with everything, and then next turn they'll play the Guardian and we get to Fleshbag. Oh, that's such a good block for us! Oh my god. So good. I could bring the Skeleton back to hand. I think I'm just going to play Carrion Feeder, hold up Village Rites. This is a really good board. Okay, so they played Swamp. They play Guardian here? No, they play Pestilence. Jerks! Get another Beetle. So I'm going to play Beetle, then I'll play Skeleton, and then I can just get in for tons of damage. Always yes. Always yes. Always yes. And always yield. Alright, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total, if we want to go max. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to keep this small Beetle around. How do you like that? And we can get this Beetle up to a 7, so they can't kill it with Pestilence. If they try, they die. I mean, they don't possibly have enough black mana to get this Beetle out of the way. They could play Guardian, but then they die to Fleshbag. I think they've seen the Fleshbag. No, they don't have any idea of what we have. Okay, that's cool. Whew. For a fast deck, I use a lot of my clock. I mean, we saw that, what was that, match 3? Where I was basically out of time, game 2. Okay, Skyfisher, yep, that's fair. You can bounce the Crossroads, or you can try and bounce the Swamp. Okay, Crossroads, get the extra life. I'm going to go for Fleshbag here, get that out of the way, just do tons of damage. Yeah, that's true, I do have to click a lot. I also spend a lot of time thinking. A Bone Picker? Alright, so we use Fleshbag, get this out of the way. They don't have enough mana to Pestilence for anything. So they could have, like, Cast Down, which gets rid of this Beetle. And then they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lethal? Okay. Looks like lethal to me. think we have lethal through cast down. Pestilence. Oh, right. I wasn't thinking about that. That's actually a pretty good play. But they don't have cast down anymore, so I think we still win. I'll sacrifice the Carrion Feeder. Get a bunch more tokens on our Beetles, and that should be easy GG. Nice. Okay. Don't think I'm going to change anything. I could bring in Snuff Out. I just don't think that it's worth it. It doesn't kill the Guardian of the Guild Pact, which is the most important creature to kill. And like losing 4 life versus a Pestilence stack doesn't seem like a good idea. I would rather have Tragic Slip, which I've already taken out. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it as is and we'll resubmit. So that game really showcased the power of the Mortician Beetle. And that's like the reason why I'm running this iteration of the deck. You've seen maybe some other people like Propaganda, for example, running a very similar deck, which doesn't use any creatures that you want to keep on the battlefield, you know? So like you take out Carrion Feeder, you take out Mortician Beetle, you take out Bone Picker, and then you replace those with Footlight Fiend, Serrated Scorpion, and then what's the other card you can play in this list? There's a zombie, where when it dies, you get a choice. You can either make a treasure or target creature gets -1/-1. And at that point, all of your creatures are expendable. So any removal spell the opponent plays doesn't really affect you. One land hand with 3 Crypt Rats, mulligan. Alright, this hand is fine. We can keep it. What do we keep? What do we get rid of? I mean, obviously we keep the lands. Kind of thinking about getting rid of Mesmeric Fiend. We don't really have any way to sacrifice it. And I generally like playing the Nested Shambler first. If they have a removal spell, then we can just, you know, lose the Shambler. No real loss. Alright, I'm going to attack and play Perilous Myr. Oh, they're thinking about a block here? Oh, they do block. Alright. Oh, divest. You get to take an artifact or a creature. Well, take anything you like. Divest hits my entire hand. Yeah, Divest way better than Duress in this matchup. Divest is going to get a hit. Duress could definitely miss. Like this hand, for example, Duress would miss. Oh, they take the Mortician Beetle. Really respecting the Beetle. Revoke existence on the Myr. Yep. Don't really have anything left. I don't really want to play Crypt Rats here. I think I'm just going to play Carrion Feeder pass. Alright, so they can return the Crossroads. Interesting that they didn't tap it for mana. I guess they just have no plays. Bone Picker. Now that makes me kind of want to sacrifice my squirrel. Not Pestilence. Damn it! I was really hoping that was a Guardian of the Guild Pact and not a Pestilence. That sucks. They're going to be able to kill my board easy. Oh, well, we're going to get a little bit of damage in. Oh, no. Land! That is not what I needed. Alright, take 5. Play Crypt Rats. So we can get our Carrion Feeder up to a 4/4. Not great. Okay, there's the other swamp. So they can do 3 damage with Pestilence. Okay, so they are going to do 1. Sacrifice the Crypt Rats. They're going to do 2. Sacrifice the Bone Picker. And then they do 1 more. And I guess the rest don't score. Sure. Yeah, I think that 1 extra point of Pestilence was actually good for us. Take a mana out of their that is no longer available to them. We get to keep the Carrion Feeder, get to 1 more point of damage in. Mortician Beetle, that's not going to do any good. I guess we can at least play it to get an extra point on the Carrion Feeder. Might as well just use it immediately to get that extra point of damage in combat. Although that means if they have an Edict, we're SOL. Skeleton would have been nice. Take 5. They don't have enough black mana to kill Carrion Feeder this turn. But next turn, they definitely could. They're also going to gain 2 life next turn. What else you got? Crypt Rats. Yep. That's a thing. We're going to have to take that off the board with the Fleshbag. Howdy, how's it going? Oh, shit. Forgot that's the way that worked. Fuck, I just screwed myself. Like, I had this exact I had this exact interaction earlier in this match. That's kind of frustrating. I'm sorry, friends. That sucks. At least the Pestilence is gone. Yeah, that was wrong. I was just supposed to attack with Carrion Feeder. They block with Crypt Rats. I keep 2 Fleshbags in hand. I still have my creature. They still have their Pestilence. But, like, I can't even play Fleshbag until they put a creature down, and then I don't get to keep it. So I need another creature. I need to draw a creature now. Okay, well, I guess I have to play Fleshbag now before they play another creature. Let's hope we get 1 drop off the top. We don't. It's Perilous Myr, although Perilous Myr blocks Guardian. I think I just Fleshbag, get rid of the Guardian guaranteed. But yeah, Beetle would have been the perfect draw there. Gonna call this the beginning of the end. They just have more card advantage than we do. Lone Missionary, gain a bunch of life. Draw a card from spare supplies, yep. Get a Nested Shambler. And a Perilous Myr. Ooh, combat. Cool. Block here. Okay. Kill both of your creatures. Like that block. Good old 2-for-1. No! Guardian of the Guild Pact again. And Pestilence. Brutal. Alright, we gotta find Fleshbag Marauder. Gotta find Fleshbag. Crypt Rats won't do it. Let's see here. 1 Fleshbag, 2 Fleshbags. So we got 2 left in the deck. And time is running out because of this Pestilence. Get a skeleton. Too late on the scary skeleton. Yeah, they're just going to Pestilence for max, attack in with Guardian of the Guild Pact, and then Pestilence for max again. And that should be GG, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, GG's. Alright, well, we got half of our play points back. Not ideal. When I've played this deck before, I've done a little bit better, but I mean, that's part of Magic. You're not going to do the same every time. But I think that we still had some enjoyable matches of Magic besides the screws and floods, which, you know, is something that is going to be very noticeable with this deck in particular. With some decks, you're going to be able to navigate your way out of screws and floods. With this deck, when you flood, you're pretty much going to lose. But, I mean, that's just one of the things that you have to accept when you pick this list up. So, the one card that I really changed for this league was the Sanitarium Skeleton, and I was quite happy with it. We didn't see it very much, but we were only running 3. I think that next time I run this list, I'll be playing 4 skeletons. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to take out for the other skeleton. I might take out a swamp. But, yeah, being able to have something in the graveyard that you can spend your mana on, being able to, you know, like, when you're flooding out, being able to do something with that extra mana is pretty nice. And the skeleton fits in so well with everything else that we're trying to do with the list that it seems like a very natural fit. But, you know, there's a lot of cards that could potentially go into this deck. So, you know, like, if I wasn't playing Skeleton, I could be playing Serrated Scorpion or, you know, any number of other cards. So, yeah, it's kind of, like, difficult to figure out exactly what I want in this list, but, I don't know, like, the Skeleton kind of feels really nice with the Carrion Feeder Beetle combo. Also, you know, like, I'm trying to sacrifice creatures left, right, and center, so one that comes back out of the graveyard seems pretty decent. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I think that I'm going to have to continue to give this list some work. Put little changes in here and there, but personally I like the configuration with the Mortician Beetle and Carrion Feeder having access to some creatures that can do some serious damage is pretty good, as we did see in Game 2 of our final match there.